forecast. Now, this is for December 15th until 23rd. Let's take a look what's going to be coming your way. Looks like Gemini, you will be winning over a like a dispute, some confusion, fights, or something that you've been battling with, especially if there is some legal stuff that you've been like trying to get through. Especially if this thing has started around May or end of spring or start of summer. So I feel like finally you'll be pulling yourself up from this. You'll be getting out of this with victory. And I feel like you will also be proving yourself more advantage. Okay? Now, most of you will be dealing with some marital problems, okay, or marital issues, especially if you've been going through some divorce. Because, like what I said, if this whole thing has started at around May, around end of spring or start of summer, okay? Especially if you've been dealing with a water sign. You have tried to, in the past, both of you have tried to make it work and both of you have tried to save it, but still it went downhill and went to this, bottom line. Now, this person, okay, this water sign is still important to you. And you feel like this is your soulmate, your best friend, your best buddy, and the one who really knows you the most. But somehow, something went wrong, and it just created a domino effect to everything. Especially when both of your careers or your career have panned out well, and you, you really soar up high, and you get busy. You got preoccupied. You've been really successful, and your partner felt like they were there for you during those times that you're still proving yourself to the world, and that you're just starting. And then when you're already there at the top, you've already forgotten those people who supported you all the way. So you kind of, at first you were very stubborn to admit it, but then you've already realized everything, and where did you really go wrong? Even though you're sorry, and even though you've already realized all of your mistakes, you still prefer to let this person go, for them to find their own happiness, for both of you to really pursue whatever the two of you really want to have in your lives, to find your happiness and to find where you really belong. But somehow you know that this person is the only one who really knows you deep inside. That's why you regard this person as your best friend or your best buddy, because nobody could ever read you except for this person. Now, I don't feel like you will be divorcing because you don't really love one another, but there's so much pain, which is which is already unbearable for both of you to still keep on holding on to this relationship, that the only answer you feel, okay, the only right thing to do for the two of you to really deal with this whole matter is to gain each other's freedom. Now, which is really sad, because the victory that you will be getting, or that you will be gaining, is more of an empty victory. And right after this, you will be moving. You will be looking for a new place, or you're the one who will be moving out of your place, or you will be selling off your house, or there will be a 70% either it's going to come to you or you're going to give it to your ex-spouse. I also feel like you want to revisit those places that you've been in the past, and you will be dwelling. You will be dwelling with your own losses alone, and it seems like you will be lying to yourself about, not really caring after all about this whole thing, and you're gonna try to make it appear that you're not really affected, you're not hurt, or you're not even sorry, but deep inside of you, you wish for things to be a little bit more different. There will be some forgiveness that's going to be coming your way, or that will be happening either within the next 6 weeks or 6 months. And the two of you will try to remain in touch. But then, because of the unspoken grief and pain and agonies, the two of you will be, the two of you will just keep on clashing. It's like there is a part of you that's revolting, that you're unable to express. Okay? Now, when it comes to your finances and to your work, let's read this first. When it comes to your finances and to your work, you will be gaining advantage to some people who's been trying to compete with you. There's someone who's a fire sign who's been trying to set you up to, to get sabotage, or for you to make a mistake, or for you to get into trouble, or to, to put you in a bad limelight, for you to lose this project or control, and for the other person to take over or whatever that you've been handling or working on right now. Now, you will be gaining leverage in that, because this person's intention will be very crystal clear to everyone. And even though they are thinking that their plan is so brilliant and really unnoticeable, everyone knows that this person is so against you, and so against your leadership. So I feel like you will be talking to two of your major colleagues, or two of your higher bosses. One which is the fire sign woman, and one who is an earth sign man. Now, both of this will not be airing their opinions, or their side, or their decisions about your situation, but it is the earth sign who will be working behind this situation, and you will be let's just say that they will be giving you the favor of taking over the full project, and not really sharing it with the other person who's been trying to sabotage you, because it's not really good. It's been affecting the harmony of your team, of your project, and the outcome might not be as satisfying as they expected it to be. So I feel like the earth sign will not be waiting for the decision of the fire sign. So, whatever that they're going to be having, or whatever it is that they're going to be like internally fighting, it's just going to be between the two of them, because the earth sign will be bypassing the the decision of the fire sign, because obviously this earth sign knows the main intention of the fire sign, why she's going to be delaying the decision, and what's the final outtake on that. Okay, so it seems like you will be given the full access to something that you are supposed to be taking over by next year, But because of the situation that you need to train and you need to study everything that you needed to know right before launching it, you'll be given a like an early access, and you'll also be going through some um, trainings and conferences or exercise and a short course. Okay, I feel like most of you, if you're currently going through a separation or divorce, you will try to move away or to stay away from relationships, which is much better. It's time for you to reconnect with your inner self and try to find yourself first, and try to let a certain time to pass before you get involved with someone else first. That is, for some Geminis, even though you have a lot of, you know, prospects at this point. But I feel like you will be concentrating more in your career. Plus, you still have some plans of either getting back together or getting in touch with your ex, or still, just wait for a certain period of time to heal, and for both of you to forget about what happened. But you know what? If the two of you are not really going to be talking about what really happened and where did you go wrong, nothing will ever be resolved. So, if you think that time will be erasing the pain and the issues of the past that actually ate up the potential of your relationship, you're wrong. Okay? The more you let it open and the more you let it fresh, the more it's not going to be resolving on its own. So you need to start thinking more of another strategy if you still believe that this person will always be the one for you, or will still be the one for you. Now, if now for those of you who's been expecting for a promotion, or if there's a new position in your company that you're waiting to be open and you want to be, you want to volunteer or you want to apply for that, you have to wait for the first quarter of the year next year to, to end. I feel like around March, there is a new position that will be awarded to you. And this is more of a different position in a different environment or different department. But this is where you will also be finding more growth and you will be exploring more of your potentials. Now, for some of you who's been looking for a job, by the end of this month, there is a surprise opportunity that you'll be stumbling upon, as you will be meeting someone who is, well, you're not going to be expecting that they are the key decision maker and they are the one who'll be offering you their help, or there is another door that will be opening up for you that you need to take advantage of. Just make sure that you're not going to be mixing it with any hanky-pankies, okay? If it's work, keep it professional, okay? If it's personal, then just keep it personal and leave your professional life out of that, because it will just complicate things, okay? Anyway, that's it for you for this week, Gemini. And if you want to talk to me live on the phone and live on the call, just go and visit me at my website at sophiaangel.net. Blessings to you.